Okay, here we are at the World Championships in Ascoli Piceno. As you can see, everybody is training, but at the World Championships we're not only talking about racing, we're also talking about politics, because there are some elections going on inside the federations, and we have Irmeline Otten here, who will explain a little bit to us what elections are going on, of what.
We want to change for the future some things. We want to have a new committee with new ideas, and we want to go on with the European Cup, select an A and a B group, and we want to change many things of the rules. We want to work together with the World Federation to have only one rule book and one application for all judges. We have the elections of the CIC of the World Committee tomorrow.
Okay, so that will be the same committee but for the entire world.
Yeah. I think it's difficult to say if it is a good job or not, because it's up to you to decide if it is a good job or not. It must be a program. We have not to choose a person and say we are good friends and then we will elect you. There are some trouble also in the first committee, because they have new ideas about democracy and things like this, and many federations did not agree to these ideas. I think it's time to change many things.
Okay.
I think it's a difficult situation, because we have many problems, in my opinion, in the doping, with the anti-doping controls, and we have to continue to change our rules on the level of the IOC. So now we have a lot of different tracks in all over the world. So we have parabolic and non-parabolic tracks, and the problem is to find an organizer, because the worlds are very expensive, and we are lucky if we have organizers who will have to give us a place for good competitions. So we have to accept many times a track. We cannot have different regulations, we have different rules for anti-doping, so we have to do our homework and then we can run, in my opinion.
We are here with Ricardo Green, the president of the speed skating committee of the Argentinian Federation of Inline Skating. Right?
Yes,
Is
right.
that correct? This
Right,
is a difficult phrase.
I hope that the blood testing will go increasing. I am working with different people now. I don't work more with Roberto Morrotta. So I am the new list. The people that want to change our sport. Everybody is necessary to grow up our sport. No just one person like Morrotta say I do. That is impossible.
Okay.
Because
So you feel like it's time for a new president?
Yes. Not me, but I heard the new president, Mr. Richard Hawkins from the United States.
Okay.
He's a candidate, and he is a very nice person. He's a young person. He's an open mind, and I'm very sure that if we have with him, we have a big change. They say that the Italian increases, so they don't have so much money, have to do that. But it's not good for our sport, because it's coming some IOC members to watch our sport, and I think it's not the place.
They are coming here to see?
to IOC members, yeah.
Okay.
Squash, karate, all the time, and skate. You can see
so difficult.
anywhere. Yeah, it's difficult. For me, it will be difficult, because we had to work a little more and to show a little more our sport.
We're back with politics in speed skating with Wendy Gilla from South Africa, the president of the South African Federation.
I can tell you that I'm very excited that we do have more candidates in the election, and it shows that roller skating is ready for a change. There's a lot of unhappy skaters. We did a survey last year, and it really showed that there's many people that's very unhappy that things have not been changing, although the whole world and the skating itself changes. So I think it is time that we do have more candidates and people can make a choice of who will be running the sport. I think it's more important to talk about the here and now, and not just keep focusing on in 2020 we want to go to the Olympics. It's very important to look at the athletes we've got now and build the sport for this year, next year and the following to what it can be, and not just focus on 2020.
Back at politics in speed skating with Mr. Bob Ardich of the New Zealandese Federation of Speed Skating, who is also a highly recognized international judge in speed skating.
Me personally, I like the parabolic.
Okay.
I think it leads to more exciting racing. They can use the banking and come down off the banking through on the tidal line, whereas the other line is more or less like a position. It's like a big flat track, basically, on the other track.
Okay, and who are you going to vote for?
No comment.
Thank you very much.
That's
and
right.
Good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you. Thank you.
We're here with Fabian Arcila, the president of the Venezuelan Federation, who has a vote tomorrow in the CIC Assembly.
Yo me voy a reservar el derecho al voto, es secreto. Sin embargo, quiero anunciar que efectivamente es muy positivo que se presenten dos candidatos adicionales que está. Eso muestra que hay interés de un cambio y es respetable en todo proceso deportivo político.
We're here with Mr. Araku, the president of FIRST, which is the International Skating Federation.
Here we have the observer of the IOC. Is one member, important member, Mr. Intrapana is here for look at the speed skating because we hope the future. We push. 53 countries. I don't know how many World Championship, no Olympics can have 53 countries each year in the World Championship. This is the movement very important in the world now. Many countries can develop in this sport.
We are here with Mr. Yu, one of the three candidates tomorrow in the CIC Assembly to become president of the CIC.
I am not proud of president of CIC. First of all, my goal, becoming goal is roller sports, inclusion of roller sports into the Olympic Games.
Okay.
I have convinced to competition to change, and then my plan is come to fusion. Then I'm thinking deeply, so that final decision tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Steve Jobs said, "We should hungry,
Yeah.
we should stay hungry. We should stay foolish.
Yeah.
Stay after this election, united, we stand. Divided, we fall."
Yeah.
That is very important for our World Federation.
So we are here with Mr. Richard Hawkins, who is the executive director of the USARS, which would be the Federation of Roller Sports in the US,
Yes,
correct?
correct. I think that I can do some things to make that change, to give a lot of the skaters, athletes, coaches and officials what they're looking for in an organization that organizes these championships in speed skating all over the world. We want to see more countries participating in speed skating. We have stayed at around 50 countries, which is what is needed for the Olympics. But there are a lot of other countries out there that should be exposed to speed skating. If you think there may be an instance like now for this year that we have to go back to a parabolic track because there's not a flat track available, something comes up at the last minute, then you just need to change the rule. Anyone that's caught doping, they should get the maximum suspension allowed by WADA. Their country should support that. This federation should support that, and that way it will ensure in the future, if that happens, that the deterrent to not dope is there. I think that more people could be tested right now to see if it's the case or not, to see what the level of doping is. I don't think that it is that bad, but it only takes one person that's doping, kind of like one apple to ruin the whole basket. Do I think I'll win? I hope I do. Based on the latest reports that I've heard from people, I think I will, but you never can tell until the votes are counted.
We are here with the current president of the CIC, Mr. Roberto Morrotta. Thank you very much for taking the time to talking to us. You are the current president of the CIC.
Yes.
Correct? For how long already?
As 17 years. Is the most important discipline in our federation. Is the discipline that is in the short list of IOC to become perhaps in the future Olympic sport. Of course, for sure. You can watch the event. How big is this event? We have 52 countries competing this year. There are some Olympic sports that during the World Championship don't have so many countries competing. The rules are clear. The standard track is with the corner flat.
Okay.
But this year in Italy we had very big difficulties to find the city where organized World Championships. You know the financial crisis around the world, in particularly in Europe and in Italy. And at the end we find that this city that support us with the financial support, even if they have a track that is not standard, we decide to have championships here. We are perfectly respecting the WADA rules. We had many anti-doping controls as many years to all the World Championships. We are very strong and very strictly to respect the anti-doping rules, and we will, for the future, very strong to stop that athletes can understand that if they use the drugs, they will lose all the medals that they get.
Okay.
If I will be re-elected tomorrow, I will select some colleagues, probably coming from different continents, that can help me to manage the CSC.
Okay, thank you very much. And good
Okay,
luck tomorrow.
you're welcome.
Thank
See you.
Grazie.
Ciao.